all are well and in good spirits given the current situation. In all seriousness, there is a bright side here. And I think that even though there are reasons to be concerned, there's also a lot of positive that can come out of this situation. Okay, so let's think about our perspective. And rather than looking at this as we're all on house arrest, let's look at it as it's a retreat, right? It's an opportunity to get to those projects that we've been putting off. It's an opportunity to practice better self-care, to spend some quality time with family, to just slow down and be in the moment and appreciate what we have. And, there's one of the huge positives already is that we in this group, we're awake. But obviously there are a lot of people in the world that are so entrenched in the physical, in the 3D, and unaware that there's really all this other stuff out there, that the 3D world is really just a dream, right? We're in touch with that reality in this group. But there are so many other people in the world, and not judging them, but there are a lot of people that aren't there yet. They're not spiritually evolved enough to realize that there's more to life than the 3D. And right now, those people are starting to think about the big picture. What's beyond this life and what's really important, and have I been focused on what's important in life, right? Like maybe spending some time with my kids is more important than getting my nails done, and so on. Now we're faced with that, what if situation, and we're starting to realize what's really important in life, and that's going to be a good thing. And I think that there are a lot of lessons that we can take from this. We may not be able to control the situation, but we can control the way that we react to it, and we can choose to take some lessons from it. So some of the lessons that we're learning as a collective are that we are a collective, right? That we're all connected, and that fear doesn't serve us, that lack mentality doesn't serve us, right? All the nonsense that's been going on in the stores, that's just manufactured by people letting their fears run away with them. There really wasn't a crisis of toilet paper. There was no lack predicted, but it was a manufactured crisis because of everybody's fear. So we see right there the effect that fear has. It's toxic. And also, like I said in the last video, while you may have those moments of, oh my God, what do I have to do to make sure that I'm okay, that my family is okay? Do I have enough? Take a deep breath and realize you're here, you're safe, you have enough, you're going to survive, we're going to get through this. Most of us are really going to be okay, and we just have to look out for the people who are compromised, the elderly people in our families and our neighborhoods who might have a little bit more difficult time getting through this. And, let's be considerate of others and do what we can to help out. And the most important thing is don't panic, stay in the moment, stay reasonable, and breathe and realize we're going to get through this. We got to ride the wave, and how we treat each other is important. And I think that's one of the big takeaways, how we treat each other, how we treat the earth, how we treat the animals, that all has consequences, and we can make a difference. We in this group need to go out and make a positive difference in the world, or stay inside and make a positive difference, even if it's just among our own family, or doing, video chats with our friends who may be, panic stricken and so on. Do what you can to be a light for others at this time. We can all learn to be a little bit more flexible and more comfortable with uncertainty, and realize that we can change, we can adapt, and that some change is good. I think, like I said, there are going to be some positive outcomes for this whole situation, and it's a big shakeup. And the thing is, that allows for change. For a long time, we've been stuck in our ways, and some of those ways have been wasteful, right? I bet everybody now is considering how we can use about a quarter of the toilet paper we usually do and still be okay. There are a lot of ways that we can improve upon how we function in the physical world and what we can do to be better stewards of our resources. I think we're also realizing, many of us, especially in this group, that we do have guidance. I know a lot of us were getting those internal promptings. Hi, Joseph. Like something's coming, we have to prepare. And some of us are now going, oh my God, why didn't I listen to that voice inside my head? Why didn't I listen to my intuition? And others are going, yeah, I knew something was coming, right? A lot of us are just becoming more aware of that guidance and learning to trust what we feel on an intuitive level. And that fact, the fact that so many of us felt something coming, have had some internal, warnings going off for the last few months especially, it shows that really time and space are illusions, and that, life is but a dream. And here's the thing, we're the ones who are lucid in that dream, right? So we can create the dream that we want. We can adjust the situation to have a more positive outcome and create positive change, right? If you're not sure what I'm talking about, if you've never had a lucid dream, it's when you wake up in the dream and you realize, oh, cool, I'm dreaming. That means the rules don't apply. I can fly, right? So let's get out there and fly. Let's be the light. Let's enjoy some time with our families. Let's do what we can to make it a more positive place and bring in some light and anchor that peaceful feeling around us. Take the time to just slow down and practice some self-care, raise the vibe around you, take some online classes. There are lots of good things going on, like zoos and museums are opening up virtual visits. So take advantage of some of that. And let's all be grateful for what we do have. Remember to breathe and enjoy the time that you have home with your families and make it the best possible use of that time. Okay? Love you guys. My kids are waking up, so that's all the background noise. They're about to come out here and raise hell. So you guys have fun. I'm going to go do some homeschooling. Bye.